Welcome everybody, Furo here, back with another Legends video for you. Today I will show you the Rage Ramp Warrior that I've played yesterday on stream from rank 5 to rank 4. It might not have the highest win rate out of all available decks at the moment, but let's face it, in my opinion the meta is kinda boring anyway right now, so I definitely prefer to rank up slower but with a deck that can do some crazy stuff. The version that you are seeing is a greedy mix with a huge endgame tail, which is able to crush every deck in the right spot. Early on you are of course using ramp cards like Tree Minder, Hist Grove or the Archein Venomtongue. In this phase of the game you're just trying to survive against more aggressive decks than yourself, while also maintaining an advantage in Magicka that will help you to get your combo pieces together. Because hyper-aggressive decks are definitely a problem for a deck like yourself that is not running any significant amount of prophecies. Most of the time you want to start your comeback with a Night Shadow who can be played on turn 5 or 6 depending on how much you have ramped earlier. Against token decks, an early drain creature that will go into the Unstoppable Rage is normally already the game winning combination. So personally, I wasn't facing too many problems there. More problematic will be mid-range decks with more burst potential for you, while in a control mirror it all depends on who got his stuff faster. With the new monthly card Pure Blood Elder, you have the opportunity to get even more Magicka in the endgame and also to create a 16 unit with Breakthrough. That will be more than enough to finish whatever life counter your opponent has, especially if you combine it with the small units created by the Night Mother. He is a game changer in a lot of ways and one of the reasons why I had fun trying out the deck. Right now you're seeing one Blood Magic Lord and one Night Talon Lord in the deck, but you could change these two in whatever combination you prefer. Double Night Talon Lord is totally fine, as is a double Blood Magic Lord. I personally like to have the option of both in the deck, but I also think that the Night Talon Lord is more valuable in our deck. At least that is what my experience so far has shown me. So far then for the small overview. For any questions left, please use the comment section, and now enjoy two interesting games I faced today with the Ramp Rage Warrior. Alright guys, here we go. First game will be against the Monk. We have a double Hist Grove and we have one Blood Magic Lord. Definitely no need for the Blood Magic Lord, but double Hist Grove here is very strong, especially against the Monk, because the Monk normally has a no support destruction. Also nowadays, with all the supports out there, it's definitely good to play with Hist Grove in your deck if you have a control deck. But if he's going more aggressive, he has no support destruction whatsoever, and then dropping the double Hist Grove here should help us a lot early on, ramping up early and then just have your big guys open. And if he's going aggressive, he will give us more cards, which shouldn't be that bad either. I have an Enchanted Plate and a Pyromancer as well, so if he is somehow playing tokens, which is a possibility, so there are some Monk tokens nowadays on the ladder, then you can just use the Pyromancer and kill a lot. Well, that's unfortunately not happening, so let's just drop Hist Grove. Next turn will also be another Hist Grove, ramping up then quite heavily. And then we just need to find our big guns and the game is hopefully over. He's not playing anything here. It's turn 3, he hasn't played a single card. So he should play some sort of a control monk deck. And then a card like a Mummify is very good against that. So that is in the deck because of control. It's not that you will use the Mummify too often against an aggressive one. But the Eldergleam, so he's getting a random animal, which can be very good. We have the Sharpshooter Scout here, so we could hit this one for 1 and then just attack him on the next turn.
My arrows shall fly true.
So not investing too much right now. We could have played the Pyromancer and Enchanted Plate, but right now it might not that he's playing control. There might be still something else that he's playing with the Eldergleam Matronia. The Murkwater Witch, and then the Pyromancer is just looking way hotter. So we are killing 2 units, he's pushing 4 damage in the face, which is fine. Get a Night Talon Lord. So we will play Pyromancer, we will use the Enchanted Plate on the Pyromancer to draw an additional card, which will then give us a Pure Blood Elder. So we are at 8 on the next turn. That means these can be played. Night Talon Lord, Blood Magic Lord, getting then additional value. Pure Blood Elder could also be played, of course. Then we would be ramping up faster. There's Altar of Despair. Ah, you're playing that deck. With the Altar of Despair, you can sacrifice a unit on the board, and then he will resummon a unit, then starting with the cost of 1, and it's increased by 1. So you can use that 12 times, and in the end, you can summon a unit by 12. Out of his deck, of course. So, Spine of Eldersblood would be more ramp. It's all pretty good, I would say. For now, let's just drop the Pure Blood Elder here.
I smell blood on the wind.
And then we hope to play the Spine of Eldersblood next turn. I do not think we need the big ones right now. We might wait a bit longer for that. Especially with already double Hist Grove on the board. We might just be interested in ramping up as fast as possible to get the 4 8s on the board. That is a lot of power to kill him in one single blow then. Sanctuary Pet. Okay, so he's using that on the Pyromancer, so then we would be forced to trade with the Pure Blood. But of course we have the Mummify. So we can just use Mummify here on the Sanctuary Pet. Or we can use Unstoppable Rage, but that's the thing we're not doing. We will play Unstoppable Rage then later with the Night Talon Lord or the Blood Magic Lord. For now I would say Spine of Eldersblood is good. So we're getting 2 extra Magicka because of the effect from the Pure Blood that will give you double the amount. And we will use the Mummify on the Sanctuary Pet. Also the Sanctuary Pet is small, but I kinda would love to see the Pure Blood staying a bit longer. And then these are getting activated way faster. So if he's staying for the next turn as well, we would be already going up to 14. And then it's just one more turn until the Hist Groves are getting activated. And after that, probably just GG with the cards that we have here right now. Might play the Blood Magic Lord on the next turn, by the way. Getting a Bruma, which is not really helping him. And right now we already have 16 damage on the board, so we could also just go for the face. If he's not giving us anything here. Another Sanctuary Pet. Getting 1 life back. Cauldron Keeper. With that, he's getting an extra activity on the Altar of Despair. Which is... oh, he's playing the Pack Wolves. Interesting. So, I mean, we could now use Unstoppable Rage. That would clear the whole lane. But to be honest, we probably no need for that. If we wait one more turn, we will be at 15, and then we have still got some extra Magicka, so we could play Night Talon Lord and Unstoppable Rage and just stealing all the units that our opponent has. So that's why I think for now we can just go for the Blood Magic Lord. There's also no need then to hit him in the face. We can just attack the Cauldron Keeper here. We will drop the Blood Magic Lord. See what we can find here. It's a Corpse Curse. Oh, that is indeed interesting. So let's just Shackle then the lane. So he's not able to Pure Blood Elder with the Sanctuary Pet, which means we will get another extra Magicka here. And we would be already at 16. And the effect from the Pure Blood is getting activated at 18. Then he's getting +8/+8 and Breakthrough. And that is really strong, because if you then resummon him later out of the graveyard and you use Unstoppable Rage, you can just win in a single blow. So I had a game yesterday where we went from 30 life, opponent was at full life, and then we just played the Pure Blood and he was going down to -23. So with just one Pure Blood, we were breaking him down to -23. Over 50 points of damage was coming in. Oh man, the board right now, that looks so nice. I think we might just go Night Talon Lord, Unstoppable Rage. Keep in mind that all the units that we are killing are getting resummoned here on the board. Despite we have a bit too much, so potentially we might want to get rid of the Pyromancer here, because we are also spawning the 8/8s on the board. We can slay the Wolf right now if he's not hitting the Spine of Eldersblood. Now Wild Beastcaller. Wild Beastcaller with the Giant Bat. Yeah, so if he's attacking with the Giant Bat, he definitely wants to hit the Spine of Eldersblood. Otherwise, we can just use the Blood Magic Lord here to kill the Giant Bat. He's running out of time. But interesting enough, he's going for the face. That's very unusual. Oh boy. So we now get the 8s here. And let me just think what we're doing. I mean, we could also just play the Night Shadow now with the Unstoppable Rage. Also pretty good. We're definitely killing the Giant Bat.
Your blood will feed
That's definitely a thing we want to do first, to see what kind of spell we're getting. We get Raise Dead. Ooh man, so we are definitely getting rid of the Pyromancer here. How much damage was that with the Night Shadow? That is 4, that is 7, that is a 10, that is 11. Still not able to kill him, plus we are getting damage on the... Why is that so fast? Wait a second, please. Knight Talon Lord, man. That is really strong. On the other hand, we have so much on the board right now, so we would also drop some of the units here. Okay, 6 in the face. Let's kill one of the Cauldron Keepers. We are going for the Knight Talon Lord, and we will drop the Unstoppable Rage here. Here we go. We are killing everything in the lane. We are getting so much life back. And the turn is also over. Then we are resummoning some units. I'm not sure in which... So we are summoning his units first. Interesting. We're drawing one card. We are now at 72 life. We now have the stuff in our graveyard here. He's just sitting with a Wild Beast Caller, so if he's now, for example, clearing the lane with the Dawns, we would still win because we have so much power here. Shadow Green Elder, oh boy. Wild Beast Caller at 7-8, and there's a concede. Next opponent using a Scout. We are going first. And Scout, what is he playing? Of course, Ram Scout. The amount of mid-range Scouts you're seeing is so low that you normally can just assume he's playing Ram Scout. So a very aggressive, interesting deck, right? No, it's not. Everyone is playing the same more or less. The starting hand here is fine. A lot of ramps, so definitely keeping that. You could say, man, Spine of Eldersblood is expensive, but with the ramp that we have, we can play the Spine of Eldersblood way earlier. So we're starting the game with the Tree Minder, then going to the Hist Grove most likely, then playing the Spine of Eldersblood. He's dropping a Thieves Guild Recruit, which is dealing a bit of damage early on, but not too much. And also got the Windkeep Spellsword, which is of course the perfect 2-drop to answer that. But I wouldn't be too unhappy if we were not getting anything, to be honest. The Scout is just going so slow that there is no need to drop anything early. Another Thieves Guild Recruit. And the Word Wall. So with that, he is just upgrading a Shout in his hand. So that could be a Drain Vitality, and then he could use a Drain Vitality to get rid of the unit. On the other hand, he has played, or he's attacked with a unit instead of using the Drain Vitality then on the next turn. So that would mean there is no Drain Vitality in his hand. Keep that in mind. Tree Minder on the right. We will get one extra Magicka. And with that we are ending the turn. Already have one Unstoppable Rage here, which will be our keycard in this matchup. So against the Ram Scout, you just need to be careful that you are not running out of cards. Wait, there was Drain Vitality. Why would you attack then? That's not good, man. You should know the card. So guys, with the Drain Vitality, if there is a ward on the unit, that doesn't matter because the enemy creature is getting -2/-2, that's a curse, and you are not damaging, but you are getting rid of the stats, so you would have just killed him without attacking. So he lost Thieves Guild Recruit here without the need. We will just play the Hist Grove, and we could play Enchanted Plate here as well, getting an additional card. We've already double Unstoppable Rage here, so we kinda want to see something else. Nope. So we'll then play Spine of Eldersblood on the next turn. This Hist Grove, the first one, is definitely a target for the Shadowfen Priest, so I do not think it will survive. But maybe we get a little surprise. Quicksilver Crossbow. Yeah, so we could play that, but to be honest, Sharpshooter Scout is sufficient enough. So we are hitting the Fighter's Guild Recruit, we are losing our Tree Minder here. Also dropping the Spine of Eldersblood, so we are already at 8 Magicka. Problem right now is only that our hand is kind of good, but we need some of the keycards for that. So we need then some slay creatures, some breakthrough creatures, stuff like that, to make it really work out. Oh yeah, Nahagliiv as a 7/7 is also nice. Oh, there is one that we want to play, the Pure Blood. We could play Quicksilver Crossbow, and then we can kill the Nahagliiv and saving the Sharpshooter, but the Sharpshooter Scout is just a small unit, so no need to save that here. We will just attack the Nahagliiv, we will drop the Pure Blood Elder, which is then giving us 2 Magicka. At least I hope so. So we would then be at 11, while our opponent currently is sitting there at 6 Magicka. Going also for the Pure Blood. Not a fan of that, but I'm also not a fan of dropping the Unstoppable Rage. So how about you give me something else? We could just use the Unstoppable Rage, to be honest. What will he do? He could play Hist Grove and 3 minor on the next turn if he was really waiting for that. Then he's not getting 2 from the start, but he would get 6 then, and he would ramp up quite a lot. That's definitely dangerous, so we might just deny that. We could play the Unstoppable Rage, no problem.
I feel alive.
Let's go for the face, and I think we're doing that. Ah man, this one could be too dangerous. Let's go. We're also not pushing any sort of damage. Hit this one on the left side. Mummify, yeah.
Look to the skies.
And the Woodland Lookout, which is not a problem. So if he's getting some life back, it's definitely alright. Drop the Night Shadow. So gonna drop that Night Shadow. I do not think we want to give him another card. So with the Mummy in the face, nah, not doing that. So just a Night Shadow and ending the turn. So you can then use the Woodland to trade into the Shriveled Mummy. Or he's dropping Sheepborn Dragon and hitting our little Night Shadow. We still have enough to kill these two. Not a problem, we got another Unstoppable Rage. Oh man, so that would be then just 2 extra damage in the face. But still not bad. Only at 13. So this one's getting activated pretty soon if he has no Shadowfen Priest. Now we're keeping the Unstoppable Rage. Let's just hit the Woodland Lookout and push him down to 21. So we are at 30 now. With double Unstoppable Rage, there will be just some better stuff to do. Dove of the Voice. Finish off on the small unit, going for the face. Now he's going aggressive. We just got another Quicksilver Crossbow. Not the right card, to be honest, so let's just pass here. On the next turn we will spawn then the 8s on the board. Because we have double Unstoppable Rage, we could just clear both sides. Probably not doing that just with a Giant, but we could. Skeletal Dragon, which is then buffing his graveyard. There is currently a lot of stuff in there, and we just got another Quicksilver Crossbow. Oh, that is so bad. 3 Minder. That's not the right stuff. Get double 3 Minder. Holy moly. So he can get Thieves Guild Recruit, Woodland Lookout, Nahagliiv, Pure Blood, World Wall, Fighters Guild Recruit. I mean, right now, how much do you have here? That's 15 damage, so he shouldn't be able to kill us. I do not think that we want to play Unstoppable Rage on one of the swamps here. I mean, we could clear these, then he just has the Dover. Yeah, let's do that. Let's clear these one, and hopefully the Skeletal Dragon is not providing anything huge unit. That Thieves Guild Recruit is fine. We're going double 3 Minders here on the left side and ending the turn. So we will then be at 70 Magicka right now, which is a good amount for a Pure Blood. So if we then get 1 Solitaire, we can get, oh wait, he can use the Mummy on the Pure Blood, right? So the Pure Blood is gone.
I would protect.
And there's a Drain Vitality on level 3. Got a Giant. Yay. Think that is a yay. The Giant. So we have Unstoppable Rage, which would mean we do not need too much for a Giant kill here. So if we wait, if we are patient enough, we could maybe just kill him in a single blow. We could also just give him the Preserver back into his hand and go for 6 in the face, then he's down to 15. And still keeping that. The Quicksilver Crossbows right now are really not doing too much. So yeah, let's just play the Giant. Give him back the Preserver. And then the Swamp is hitting the face for another 6, additional 6 into the face, so it's down to 15. I mean, if the Giant is surviving here, we can definitely play triple Quicksilver Crossbows on the Giant for 3 additional in the face. Then we are dealing more breakthrough. And there's Odawing. Great success, man. Which means we are losing everything. We get a Soul Tear, which is definitely not bad. So we can just pick up. What do we want to pick up here? If we pick up the Giant, then he's just getting the Odawing back into his hands, so that's not a thing we want to do. We can go for the Night Shadow. Right now he's pushing 10. there was no charge unit so far. He could have, of course, a TES guard. Yeah, I mean the best is probably the Night Shadow. Also the Giant is of course a bit stronger, a bit more breakthrough, but if we just drop a Night Shadow anyway, costing us 6, we have Unstoppable Rage, and we can still play the Quicksilver Crossbows. Alright, let's do that and just hope that we are surviving here. I do not think he's killing us, so we are just going for the Night Shadow. And we will end the turn. We will not play the Night Shadow.
I would protect the Hist.
There's a Preserver. There is a Tree Minder. That's a unit that we definitely able to hit. There's a Fight as Good Recruit. Enchanted Plate. Another Preserver. Alright, a lethal creature would be nice. Also we got a Night Talon Lord. That is also pretty decent. That would not push damage like the Night Shadow, but let's face it, right now we cannot kill him anyway. But with the Night Talon Lord we are draining more. And then we are also getting these units here on the board, which is pretty decent. And we can also hit the Tree Minder. So that's even... we cannot, that's too expensive, but we are still draining a lot. That's 16, yes, 12, yeah, let's go for that. So it will be the Night Talon Lord into Unstoppable Rage. So we are back to 22, we're getting Preserver here, we're getting the Fight as Good Recruit. And I do think we want to use the Enchanted Plate here on the Preserver. Getting an additional card as well, getting the Blood Magic Lord. Alright, let's end the turn. That means we have currently 15 damage on the board, plus triple Quicksilver Crossbows. Plus maybe damage from the Blood Magic Lord. He's going for the face. We are down to 11 again. So the worst he could do would be... oh, it could be this. Playing Alduin. Okay, that is the worst he could do then. Yeah, that is indeed the worst. Oh boy. Well. Blood Magic Lord. We're getting a Gargoyle. Well, so he will summon a random dragon from his discard pile. Right now there are Nahagliiv as a dragon, there is Dova of the Voice, Shearpoint Dragon. These are all okay. Skeletal Dragon would be worse, and what would be even more worse would be an Oda Wing, because that's a huge unit. We definitely need to defend here, so that's why we are dropping a Gargoyle. We are dropping the Preserver. Just in case, because one attack would be enough to hit us right now. And we're dropping the Windkeep Spellsword on the right side. He's getting the Dova of the Voice. That's an okay card. So what he needs would be Red Brahmin, would be double Shadowfen Priest. We have not seen a single Shadowfen Priest so far. Would be... what else could he have there? So I don't see anything else. Yeah, Parthonax maybe. Man, what a greedy deck. So with the Parthonax he could get the right shouts and win the game. For sure. There's an Unrelenting Force. That's, for example, a good one. So the fun thing is we can use a Quicksilver Crossbow here on the Blood Magic Lord and we can kill the Alduin. Scouts Report. He's playing the Scouts Report last. But I mean, he was down to one Magicka anyway. Venomtongue. Oh, that's even better. Oh, that's really strong. That allows us. Let's just see. Right now we have 11 here on the board, so we would be missing 1 point of damage. If we drop the Venomtongue here, what we can do is we can kill the Alduin, we can kill the Dova, we can kill the Parthonax, and he's sitting there with one Thorngard hero. So that's all in all. Not that great for him. And I think we're just doing that. We have currently 18 Magicka, so that is costing us 9. That's costing 13. So then we can also play the Windkeep Spellthought. Let's go for the face first. I mean, we could also get a blood spell here, but I don't think that's worth it. Let's just go for the face here. Pushing down to 4. Then we are dropping triple damage from the Venomtongue. So Alduin is down. Dova is down. And also the Parthonax is down. Just like that, and we're dropping a Windkeep Spellsword as well. He's currently at 4. So that will be fun. Thing is, he could resurrect. I think he still has some shouts from the Parthonax, hasn't he? Could still resurrect the Oda Wing or something. Alduin is currently only 6, right? Ooh, that's also pretty cheap. Alduin for 6 is pretty cheap. Maybe he was not seeing that. The one Soul Tear and the board is getting cleared again. That's a Fire Breath that was created by the Parthenax. So right now, yeah, right now it looks like he's not seeing the option to just resurrect the Alduin. Could do that with a Soul Tear for... He's not doing that. Interesting. So if there was a Soul Tear in his hand, with so many cards there's a high chance. 21 left. He should run those cards. So far we have not seen a single one. I mean, he's also playing Skeletal Dragon. So with so many cards in hand and a Soul Tear, he could have just played the Alduin. There's a Mummify. Really, we are missing 1 point. That sucks. That really sucks. But then I think we are keeping the Mummify, either to get rid of another guard or to get rid then of, for example, Alduin if that is spawning again. Right now we can just deal 3 damage and maybe another 4 from the Thorn, which leaves us then with 1 life if he's getting rid of the Gargoyle. So that's why we are keeping the Mummify. You could say it's a risk, but to be honest, if we are not keeping the Mummify, then we might be also dead if he is dropping some huge stuff. There's a Hist Grove.
The Hist revives.
Another Thorn Hist Mage, good target for a Mummify. So please, just keep it at 1 guard here. Don't be too mean to me. Oh, Unrelenting Force. Nicely done. And he's giving us a Sharpshooter Scout. Yay. Well, that's 1 in the face. Great success. There was no need to give us another card right now. We will just hit the Fighter's Cryptic Food here. Man, with that we are just losing. Unrelenting Force. Yeah, and we just get Spine of Eldersblood. So that was a huge mistake here to give us another card. There was no need to do that. He could have just waited. These are getting activated on the next turn. He had then the 8s on the board. And he could just kill us then even with the Thorn Hist match or so. Giving us another card would just be another option for us to win the game. I mean, there's nothing right now that we can do, but, well...
I bow to your victory. A fine display.